All right, folks, I'm up here in Carlisle this morning, and the Dupps Railroad is coming out to pick up these two flat cars this morning, and he should be here shortly. And this is going to be a treat because they only use this siding 2-3 times a year at the most. They bring some heavy machinery out here they build. So they're taking these empties in to load up their machines, and probably in a day or two or week, whatever, they'll be bringing them back out with the products on them. Then CSX will pick them up and take them on from here. And we got a train coming from that direction. So gonna get some action here real quick like. All right, here we go, folks. While I'm waiting for the Dupps locomotive to show up, we get a northbound CSX here coming straight at you. Looks to be a mixed manifest. And SpongeBob's pulling on it. I believe that's the Lima train. Looks like empty tank cars. Yeah, looks like pretty much everything's empty. There's a fuel one. All right, we got one in the books. Hopefully a lot more than that coming. Here we go, folks. Here comes the Dupps locomotive to pick up these two cars over here I showed you earlier. There's a rare sight right there. This siding is used 2-3 times a year at the most. All right, I'll stop it till they leave now. Let them do their thing. I don't know if you can see, but they got a chainsaw on there because I'm sure they got to cut tree limbs and stuff occasionally when they have to come down here. But gotta be ready for anything when you come out in a little line like this. Yep, they're trying to get the brakes unlocked. Trying to get her rolling. And the wheels are spinning. And some heavy cars for that little guy, I'm sure, but it'll be even heavier when they put their machines on it and bring it back out. They have to get their air pressure built up, release the brakes, I reckon. Or else they got a valve shut somewhere and they're not getting air to part of those cars. But we'll see what happens here in a second. Alright, here we go. We got them moving now. This is a rare sight here. This Dupps Railroad is basically a 5-mile long spur that goes up to Dupps Manufacturing. And like I said, they might come out here 2-3 times a year. They've got a website. I'll leave it in the description so you guys can see what they make. But it's some sort of big machines. I'm not real sure what it is exactly. But hopefully we get the heads up when they bring them back out and get back up here and get a video of that too. All right, I'm gonna jump in the truck with Jawtooth and we're gonna catch them a couple other places hopefully, so keep watching. Right, here they are, coming right through these folks' backyard. Getting ready to cross State Route 123 up here. He's pulling hard. Look at that smoke rolling. Heading out through the cornfield. Let's go get him again. All right, folks, we're up here at the gravel pit now. There's part of it over there. And here they come. We're getting ready to cross across here and keep heading back up towards Germantown. That's a big old gravel pit there. There they go, heading on up through there. There's Jawtooth, he's getting the action too. All right, we're going to head for another crossing. All right, we found a real cool place around here where people fish to get them coming across the bridge here. Lost Depot's with us too. He's over there behind the bushes. But yeah, he knew about this spot, and here we are. So make sure you subscribe to his channel. I have a link below. Check him out. Got good stuff on there. So we're gonna get the Dupps Railroad coming right across this bridge here. I've heard that this used to be part of the DT&I Railroad when it ran through Carlisle, but they left this part in and hooked it up to CSX to create a siding for these folks so they'd have rail access. So this, from what I understand, is what's left of the Detroit, Toledo, and Ironton Railroad that used to run through Carlisle and Germantown and what have you up here. Here they come. Bee flying around here. They're nice and slow over the bridge. Stopping. Interesting. Well, we'll leave it right here till they get moving again. And we're off. That was a cool look right there. It really was. Glad we found this spot. So we're gonna go catch them somewhere else. We'll get them up here at Cement Place and the gravel pit. I'm sitting in Jawtooth's truck. right, there you go. We're gonna keep going. All right, we're up here in Germantown. We're close to it. They're gonna be coming across this trestle here anytime. You can hear them. It's a nice looking creek right there. I bet you there's a lot of fish down there. Here we go, folks. They have to shut the gate on the bridge, keep kids off of it, so they should be coming through here now anytime. I forgot about that gate. They gotta lock it because I guess insurance or whatever. They gotta try to keep kids off the bridge, but from what I understand, it ain't too hard to get over. It's just a couple of farm gates stacked up like a ladder. Like I said, I think this was part of the DT&I Railroad, and judging from the size of that bridge, I'd have to say that's probably right. That's a large truss bridge for just a spur line. All right, we're gonna go get them somewhere else. That was really cool, wasn't it? Very good. Like I said, this is rare as it gets. They might run this line 3 times a year if they're lucky. So we're going to another spot. All right, now I'm up here in downtown Germantown. That brown building right there is the post office. And here comes the train. This may be the last place we can catch them at, because they're almost back to their facility. Thought the white car was going to try to run in front of him. That would have been really stupid. building up there on the right, the beige colored one, is Dupps. I believe that's their home base. Looks like they've got some machines loaded up there already. Oop, I'm moving, sorry. Yeah, those big red things, that's what they make there. So I don't know if those are rebuilds or what they are, but hopefully we'll get to catch them bringing them back out in a week or so, who knows. Anyway, that's probably going to about do it for this one. So thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you liked it. This is a really rare occurrence, a couple, 3 times a year. This is called the Dupps Railroad. Dupps Manufacturing owns it, former DT&I line, and hope you liked it. Do me a favor, like, comment, subscribe, share, watch another video. All that stuff helps the channel grow and pays for some gas, and I sure could use some help with that. So thanks a lot, everybody. All right, folks, here's the date on this rail up here on this Dupps line. It was made in Illinois, USA in May of 1950. And this is mainline rail. I'm thinking that's 127 pound per yard. That's what I'm guessing. So yeah, this used to be a main line for the DT&I and went out of service in 1984, I've been told. So that's all I can tell you about it. Thanks for watching. Check out this little caboose down here by the drive-thru in Germantown. No numbers on it. I don't see anything that would even tell you what railroad it used to be on or anything, but they got it parked right here. You can see the tracks there, the back of the caboose, and by that sign where the Dupps just went through. But yeah, I have no idea who this used to belong to or anything. It's just sitting here basically as a decoration. Look here, this thing is actually still sitting on a siding.
And there's the stove right there.
Comes right over here to the dumpster. I don't know if the siding went across the road that direction, or if it went on up that way, but it's still sitting on rails. Okay, here's the inside of that caboose. Still got a lot of the stuff still in it. There's the stove that keeps them warm. It's where they used to eat at and I guess watch everything. And up in there in the cupola is where they sit and watch for fires and what have you. But yeah, this thing's just sitting here by the drive-thru. You want beer or wine or something, and right here in Germantown. And then there's the siding, and it would have actually came from the other direction because there's some backstops at the inside that little fenced-in area there where the dumpster's at. I'll get some pictures of that, but yeah, they're in there. So this thing was backed in from the other direction. Okay, here's the backstops for the railroad right here next to this dumpster. One over there in the weeds. The other one's right there, but that's where the end of the line was. Okay, here's the inside of the red caboose here in Veterans Park in Germantown. And it looks pretty much intact still. They have done some changes. They got an air conditioner stuck in the window over there. I know it's hard to see with the reflection here. I'm doing the best I can, but yeah, there it is. Looks like a couple of caboose, and they must do something with it. They got the inside finished out. I'd show it to you. All right, everybody, here's the old train station here in Veterans Park in Germantown. Got a real nice park here. Gazebo, and I guess it's in behind the fire department, and basketball courts and stuff. But yeah, they even got some old semaphore signals in front of it. If you ever get up this way, come down here and check this park out. It's a real nice place.